and in today's video I'll be showing you guys 3 of the best ways to get iron in Minecraft Bedrock. And guys, these 3 methods will be for the latest update being 1.20.1, and that of course means all of these methods will work on all Minecraft Bedrock platforms including mcpe, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and Windows 10 edition. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight to it. And for the first easy method of getting iron, we have the compact iron farm. This farm is beginner friendly and super easy to build, plus the rates are pretty decent. And the materials required to build this farms are 2 chests, 3 hoppers, 3 signs, anywhere between 10 to 20 villagers, 20 fletching tables, a water bucket, a lava bucket, a single slab, a torch, and finally 20 beds. So yeah, go ahead and grab all these items. When you guys choose the location where you want to build this farm, make sure there are no other villages within a 150 block radius of the location that you've chose. And the first step is to dig out a 5x5 hole. And afterwards, you're going to want to dig down by 8 more blocks. And after all of that, that should leave you with a hole which is 5x5 blocks big and 9 blocks deep. Now that you're inside the hole, you're going to want to grab some temporary blocks. It can be any blocks of your choice, and then just place 2 like this all the way across. And repeat this on the other side as well. Once that's done, grab your beds and then place them all the way across our temporary blocks. Do it on both sides. Once you're done, break the temporary blocks directly under a bed like so, and then place beds all the way across the bottom as well. Make sure to repeat that for both sides. When you're all done, that should be 20 beds placed down. Now with some extra blocks, go ahead and fill in this hole all the way down the middle. Then with the same blocks, you can make a floor down here. Then place a torch down the middle. This should prevent any mobs from spawning down here. Now grab your fletching tables and then make out this hole in the wall like this. And repeat that for 1 more wall. Now you can go ahead and fill in these holes with fletching tables. Once you filled it all up, you should have used up 8 of our fletching tables. Now for the rest, make a hole that looks a little like this on the remaining 2 walls. And go ahead and fill that in. And while we're here, you're going to want to bring in your villagers. But guys, make sure that they can actually get a job, unlike this villager over here. So you're going to want to make sure that they're fully grown adult villagers and not wearing a green coat like this nitwit over here. Once you've got all 20 of your villagers in, you can start making a floor up here. The minimum amount of villagers you need for this farm to start working is 10. But 20 villagers is the best amount. And boom, once you build the floor, you should already have iron golems spawning. But for the next step, come over here to any of the corner blocks and then break 3 like so. And then place in a hopper going into one of the sides. Then you can place 2 going into that central hopper. Then grab your signs and then place 2 along the top right here. And then 1 more in the center down there. Now you can grab your lava bucket and then place it in between all 3 signs. Then make your way to the opposite corner and then place down a solid block and a water bucket on top of that. So that should push our iron golems towards our killing chamber. Now go to the corner where our hoppers were facing and then dig down by 5 blocks. And in here, you can break these 2 blocks over here and then place down a double chest. Then break these 2 blocks on top and then replace them with slabs so that you can easily access our chest. And optionally, you can place down some ladders to easily go up and down the farm. And a final tip, if you have any iron golems spawning outside of the farm, you can simply stop that by placing leaves on that spot. Then next up, we have the full-scale iron farm. And this farm will make sure you guys get the most amount of iron possible from your farm. And to build this farms, this is the list of materials that you guys will need. And guys, as per the cobblestone, you guys can use any solid block of your choice. And for the glass, you can also use any colored glass that you guys want. Once you guys have grabbed everything listed before, you guys are going to want to find yourself an open area like this one over here. And guys, a quick side note, please make sure that the area that you've chosen is at least 150 blocks away from any villages or villagers to make sure that this farm works well. But yeah, once you've selected the area, go ahead and just come down here. The first step would be to come down here to the floor and then go up by at least 7 blocks. Once you've done that, go ahead and place in a double chest. Then you can grab your ladders and then place them along these blocks just to make it easy for us to go up and down the farm. Now you can grab your hoppers and then come behind our chest. In here, you guys are going to want to place 3 going behind like this, and then place 3 more on each side, so 3 right there, and then 3 more like this. If you guys did everything correctly, there should be 9 hoppers like this. And if you guys check the underside, everything should be pointing into this middle section, which is going into our chest. Now grab your glass blocks and then place them on top of our chest like this. Then go ahead and go all the way around the hoppers as well. Then you can go ahead and knock out these corner blocks if you guys wish. Then just build this up by 2 more blocks. Now you can jump into the section like this and then place in 3 signs on the wall like so. Then you guys are going to want to shift click on some more signs. And And once you guys did everything, you should be able to place down 9 signs and it should look like this. While you're down here, go ahead and place in some campfires by shifting down on the hoppers like this. And the purpose of the campfires is to kill off the cats. Then you can actually grab your lava bucket and then place it on the corner like so. If you guys want, you can go ahead and place another one on the opposite corner to make the lava flow evenly, but if not, one should do the trick. And that should be the killing chamber complete. Now we can move on to the spawning platform. To do that, grab your solid blocks, then go ahead and place them like this. You guys can go ahead and go all the way around the killing chamber like I've done right here. Once you're done with that, you guys are going to want to go out by 7 more blocks. Then repeat that on all 4 sides. If you guys did everything correctly, you should end up with a shape like this. Now you're just going to want to connect up each one of these corners with the solid blocks like so. Once you've done that, you guys are going to want to fill in the empty sections of this platform. Once you're all done, you should end up with a platform that looks a little like this. Now just come down here to one of these corners and then place in a solid block like so. Then place in some blocks on each side like this and then make it 2 blocks tall. Now you're going to want to go ahead and just build all the way across to the next corner and then place in another solid block right there and then 2 more blocks and make them 2 blocks high. Go ahead and repeat this for all 4 corners. Once you're done, grab your water buckets and then place one on each corner like this. If you guys did everything correctly, the water should flow like this, leaving a diamond shape in the center. Now grab your water buckets and then skip this block right here, which is next to the corner block, and then place water all the way across. You guys are going to want to make sure to skip that block, as if not, the entire thing will be flooded. So yeah, boom, skip that one and skip this and then continue for each side. If you did everything correctly, the water should flow like this, and that should be perfect. Now for the final touches of the platform, you guys are going to want to grab some slabs or leaves and then place them all the way across the edge like this. This is to prevent the iron golems from spawning up here. Now we can move on to building the villager chamber. So now just come down here with your glass blocks, then go up by 3 like this. Now you can get rid of the bottom 2. Then what you guys are going to want to do is just extend out this little section so it can cross over to the other side. So that should be 5 blocks long. Now just add 1 more on side to make it 7. Once you have this 1 by 7 long structure, you guys are going to want to place down 3 more glass blocks on each side. Go ahead and repeat that on the other side as well. Once you're all done, you should have a 7 by 7 platform. Then from here, you guys are going to want to knock out the center so we have a point of reference. Then go ahead and then place in 7 beds like this. Repeat that on the other side as well. So once you guys are done, that should be 14 of the 20 beds placed down. To place down the other 6, you guys are going to want to place 1 right here and on the other side as well. Now we just have 4 more to place. So go ahead and then place 2 more on each side like this. And repeat that on the other side like so, and boom, that should be 20 beds. Now you can make your way down here to the platform and just carefully knock out all of these temporary glass blocks. And guys, while breaking temporary blocks, if you do break any of the beds, fix it. All you guys have to do is put down some more temporary blocks and then just put the bed back on it. But yeah, now you guys are actually going to want to grab some glass blocks and go ahead and place 5 of them like this in a row. Now extend it out by 1 block on each side. You should end up with a 5 by 3 platform. Now place a temporary block on one of the corners and then place a fletching table as a wall like this. You guys can now repeat that on all 4 sides. And in the corner, I recommend placing a temporary block like this and then just breaking that. So that should be 16 of the 20 fletching tables. Place down the next 4, just go ahead and then place them like this on each side. Now you can grab your glass blocks and then place them across to finish off our 2 high wall. And guys, the reason we use fletching tables is because they are easy to work with, cheap, and they actually produce the best iron rates spawn. Then finally, I recommend you guys place some glass blocks all the way across here to prevent any iron golems from spawning up here. Then finally, you guys are going to want to bring in 20 adult villagers into this little cabin. To do that, you guys can use railways, boats, or whichever method you would like in survival, but for me, since I'm a creative, I'm just going to be using these eggs. As soon as you guys get in 10 adult villagers, the farm should actually already start working, but if you guys have 20, you'll get the best rate possible. So yeah, go ahead and bring the villagers in. And guys, you guys are going to want to make sure your villagers are not nitwits like this one over here. You can tell by their green coat. So yeah, make sure they can actually get a job, as these nitwits cannot get a job. So yeah, you guys are going to want to get rid of them. Once you guys have all the villagers in, boom, you should already see some cats or iron golems spawning in. That should be a good sign. And guys, just like that, after a couple seconds, we already have our first iron golem. And now for the final and most OP method, we have the duplication glitch. With this method, you guys have infinite access to as much iron as you will ever need. And obviously, it requires the least amount of effort and resources. So if you guys are okay with a bit of duping, this is what you have to do. And to do this glitch, these are the items you'll need, and up to 10 pieces of dirt. And of course, you'll need some iron. Any amount of iron will do, as you can always work your way up, starting with a small amount. And with this glitch, you can duplicate an entire inventory worth of iron at a time if you guys wish. Plus, if you guys have shulker boxes, you can load them up into shulker boxes like I've done here, which you can also duplicate to get a lot of iron super fast. So yeah, go ahead and grab all these materials. Once you have everything, you're just going to want to place down a chest and then grab your dirt blocks. And guys, the amount of dirt you need will depend on which platform you're playing on. So just follow the image on screen right now to see exactly how many pieces of dirt you need. And now go ahead and place the dirt right next to our chest like this. And guys, if you're having trouble recreating this glitch, you can just play around with the amount of dirt you use. So just plus minus 1 dirt and see how that works out for you guys. As every world is different, the amount of dirt you need may vary ever so slightly. But yeah, once you place down your dirt, press escape and save and quit. And now that you're here in the main menu, I recommend you guys make a copy of your world, as with any of these glitches, there's always a super tiny chance that something might go wrong. So to prevent that, press this little pen icon next to the world that you're doing this in. Then in here, scroll all the way down until you see copy world and press that. Then you can go ahead and open up the world again. And as soon as it loads in, open up the chest and place in all the items you want to duplicate. Then go ahead and break all of these blocks. And guys, as soon as all of these blocks break, you're going to want to break our chest and then force quit out the game. You can press Alt F4 or press escape and then press the X button like I did. Now you can reopen your Minecraft. And guys, if you're playing on console, you're going to want to go back into your console's main menu and then close the application that way. And once you're back in the game, you can open up your world again. And if you did everything correctly, you should have the items in your hotbar, and if you open up the chest, boom, we have all of the duplicated items. And yeah, that's it. Those were the 3 best ways to get iron in Minecraft Bedrock.